that there's something going on with technology, and there's something going on with its like our addiction to it. I don't think is as innocuous as we just like looking at ourselves, we like connecting with each other. I almost wonder if it's like a natural law, if that what we have done is created sort of a pathway to ensure innovation. And one of the best pathways to ensure innovation is to get people addicted to communicating electronically through these devices. And these devices are going to each and every year require more and more power and ability, and they're going to start to communicate with you, like Siri and things along with Google Voice. You're going to be able to ask them questions. And I think through this sort of intertwining itself in our lives, it ensures we'll continue to innovate. If we continue to innovate, it's inevitable we create a life form, an intelligent, super evolved artificial life form that's been made out of electronics and computers and all of the technology that we put in place so far. And I think it's asking us to do that, and it's pulling us into its world to do that. I think this is the electronic cocoon. This is what we've been, this is the reason why it's so consistent all over the world. And even materialism itself. Materialism, it by nature, by its laws, materialism states that you have to get the latest and greatest shit in order to be the bad man on the block. So if you're going to get the latest and greatest shit, they got to continue to put out latest and greatest shit. And it can't just be numbers. It can't be like, this is the 2015. This is the 2016. It's the same thing. This is the 2030. Same thing. No. It has to get better every year. What did you learn? What about the innovation? What about the engineering? Does this one drive faster? Does it have some night vision? What does this do different? And you're going to continue to do it. To get to cars now, Tom Papa was here the other day. His fucking car drives itself. He has a Tesla. He gets on the highway. He presses whatever auto drive shit, and he lets his hands go. It steers. So cool. It hits the brake. It accelerates. It takes turns. Yeah. It's insane. And this is step whatever in a step that's an infinite number of steps that's going to lead to artificial intelligence. And this sickness of materialism is a big part of that, because it's a gigantic motivating factor for innovation. It's a gigantic motivating factor for people to continue to buy the newest, latest, and greatest shit, which will inevitably trickle down or be directly connected to technology. It's all connected to technology. It's almost like it's summoning these dumb monkeys to do its work for them by getting them likes on their selfies. By getting them likes on their selfies and getting them addicted to this bitch. She was only broke up with him for like 3 fucking days, and she's already got a picture of her and this man. Look at her Facebook. Oh my God, that fucking whore. You know, and these people that are doing this kind of shit back and forth, they're not even conscious of it. But you're feeding into this thing. You're just constantly giving all of your attention. If you're on an app that just checks like what celebrities had babies that day, what are you really doing? You're feeding technology. You're obsessed with who Rihanna's fucking now, that her and Chris Brown are broken up, and I heard she's getting back with him. What is this? What is this? Well, you got to get that information somehow. You're feeding the technology, and it's giving you moron food. It's giving you moron food, and you as a moron are like, I'll take it. What do you got? Fuck you, Kanye. Let me get on Kanye's Twitter. I'm a fucking smoke that fool. Watch what I do on Kanye's Twitter.
I got him.
Booty ass bitch. How about that? I said booty ass bitch. You hear that shit Amber said about him? That motherfucker like a finger in his booty. And next thing you know, you're dead. You wasted all your time doing that. And you fed this machine. This machine made fucking Tron. It made some artificial thing. It made some new overlord that's going to be watching over the little meat bags.
Well, that's it, man. I mean, you're looking at, like, you know, this is probably influenced by Terrence McKenna to some degree, but like so the idea is like, okay, interstellar travel. Our version of interstellar travel, you get on a boat or a space boat, spaceship, and you fly it to Mars, and you get out on Mars, right? So that's our version of interstellar. But like, what about another mode of travel, which is you're some kind of consciousness or you're some kind of advanced species in some far corner of the universe, and the way that you travel through time is to launch out these it's like panspermia. So you put these on meteors or whatever, you blast meteors out that have the key components to make life. So right now we look for planets in the Goldilocks region where there could be not too hot, not too cold, where there could theoretically be the possibility for human life to exist. But what if you just shoot out a shit ton of matter into space, and this matter is encoded somehow so that when it lands on this planet or that planet that's just the right kind of planet to support the life form that you are, then it begins to evolve. And to us, it seems like it takes millions and millions of years for this evolution to take place. But for you, this advanced species, it's just a flickering of an eye, and all of a sudden this planet, this shit that you've ejected from your planet lands on another planet, goes from a single-celled organism to a multicellular organism. It's following a very specific trajectory that you have pre-programmed, so that at the end of all of this, it will begin to create technology which will then allow you to beam your consciousness in via what we call like computers waking up. It's not computers waking up. This is the beaming in of an alien intelligence from some other place that has seeded our planet intentionally so that it can instantly transport to here.
Or maybe we'll recognize that all intelligence is the same thing, and even artificial intelligence. And what we do by making an artificial life form isn't create a sentient being. It's allowing something to tune into the intelligence.
That's it.
That what you're doing is just your biological version of tuning into the intelligence,
right,
and what I'm doing is just mine. And that's why the idea of the self is so ridiculous, because the self is just the intelligence expressing itself through infinite different variables.
Yes, right. Through different, right.
So the intelligence that we create through electronics, that once it becomes sentient, all it does is lock in to the intelligence.
Right.
The intelligence, we are all one intelligence.